Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth Stanton, and I am standing at a great new listing right here in Derby, Kansas. Its address is 444 South Derby Avenue. You're going to want to check out this corner lot that has been redone and gotten the facelift it deserves. Let's go. So the first thing that I notice is it's got brand new concrete that's poured around up to the porch area and up to the back door here. Love brand new concrete. It's got cute little roses in the flower beds. And I love the detail of the wood underneath the front porch here on the ceiling. It's so pretty. This original concrete has been painted at some point, but it's so pretty. And it might have been done in the 50s. It could have. Oh yeah, all right. How cute is this detail? You know, it makes it that space be separate yet open still, and I love this. This is so classic and so peak. I'm smelling fresh paint. I'm smelling brand new. I am smelling like this house should be yours. So the first thing that I noticed is all the hardwood floors from 1950s have been restained, and they're a really pretty traditional color. I love that. So that's nice. And then of course, I'm noticing all the fresh paint. Oh my goodness. I see brand new vinyl windows throughout. That, for me as a realtor, that gets me very, very excited. So let's go down the hallway and see what we've got. Okay, come to the bathroom. We're going to the potty first. So originally, back in the 50s, in order to have like a vent for this bathroom, there would have been a window here. And I bet on the outside of the house, it is got a spot that looks kind of like a window, but it's not there anymore. This was smart. This was a great renovation that the sellers did to close that window up, make this a solid piece, because usually it just caused nothing but problems. Water and windows are not a good idea. So now it's got a vent, which takes away the moisture, keeps this bathroom nice. And this beautiful wraparound shower tub combo is going to just be the perfect thing for this bathroom. Look at this. They have solid surface, quartz countertops. These are quartz. So this bathroom has been redone. And I'm wondering, this looks like a medicine mirror. It is. It's a little medicine cabinet. I love that. In these homes, a lot of times in the medicine cabinet, since this one's obviously not original, they would have like a little slot inside the medicine cabinet. And what you would do is, as you would shave your face as a man and the razor blade got dull, you would just take that razor blade off and put it into the slot, and it would literally fall down in the wall. So if you demoed this bathroom, which these people did at some point, there would have been like a cache of razor blades just stuck down there in the wall, which I think is kind of neat history. Okay, first bedroom I'm seeing. Now, I actually lived in a house like with this exact floor plan without the basement. So this room for us was kind of our TV viewing room, and we used it as a computer room too, but it's actually a bedroom. And it's got two closets on either side, which I love, and they have redone the carpet, so it's got brand new carpet. This is great. So 1950s closets. They're not that big, but they're not terrible. Come on. For the space, they are really good. And the fact that you get two of them, bonus. Let's go. Oh, I have to show you this. Okay. Most people don't know what this is. This is a telephone nook. So back in the 50s, we didn't have cell phones, of course. So the family phone would have sat here, and the cord and everything would have gone into the jack right there. And if you wanted to make a phone call, you would have stood here in the hallway and made a phone call. Now, when I grew up back in the 80s and 90s as a little kid, and plenty of my friends had this exact layout in their house, they would get a phone with a very, very long cord so they could stretch that phone cord into the bedroom to have a little bit of privacy to make a call, so they weren't actually just standing in this hallway. But this one's unique, this one's special. So bathroom's right there. Look what this is. That's a laundry chute. So the laundry goes down to the basement. And what a convenient way for the bathroom there and the 3 bedrooms to be able to dump your dirty clothes down the chute and not have to carry them down the stairs. I love that. So this would be, I'm going to call this one the 2nd bedroom. No, you're right. I messed that up. We used this one as our office. The other one was the TV room. This was our office, but we didn't have kids. It was just my husband and I. And so, we were using bedrooms for whatever we wanted to, right? No big deal. And then this one would be considered the master because it's the largest space and more of a actual square. So, you can put that bigger bed. This was where we had our bed. This was a queen size bed right here. And we had a dresser right there and another huge dresser over there. This room, being from the 1950s, actually can accommodate quite a bit of furniture. So with like a king size bed, totally would fit on this wall or that wall. Either one, you could put a king size bed if you so desired, and then some small like nightstands. So great size bedroom. Now, obviously, the closet is the size of a normal closet. So it's not like you're not getting that walk-in closet, but then we just didn't have those in the 1950s. So they've done smart updates with what they had. I also noticed all the lighting in the house has been replaced, which is really, really nice, with bright LED lights. This is the kitchen or the dining nook. And I got so many fond memories of eating in this space. Even though this is not the same house that my husband and I lived in, it is so similar. It just feels like it is. And, we would play cards and games and stuff. And look how light and bright this is. It's just a really pleasant home and a great layout. Love, love, love the layout. So follow me into the kitchen because this is where things get cool and you can see the remodeling really happening. I'll show you this in just a second. And what this was in my house that I lived in, it was actually a pantry, okay? So kind of a closet where you stored your vacuum cleaner, your mops, and some canned goods. That's what that was. But in this house, that's not what it is. I'll show it to you in a second. This little space, it is meant for a very tiny little dinette, typically like 2-person. So a little dinette table with 2 chairs right here, which is perfect. That's exactly what we did in the 1950s. And, it's the breakfast nook is what it is. Now, what I would do with this space, if I were to buy this house and live here, is I would probably put like a very comfortable chair and a little table to put my drink on. And this would be a sitting spot for people who are coming and visiting me, somewhere where they could sit in the kitchen and kind of kick their heels up a little bit while I'm cooking dinner or whatever, But I think having this as a sitting spot would be ideal. But you could put that little bistro 2-person set right here. And like I said, notice those windows. They're awesome. I love this. So 1950s, this is obviously been completely redone. This is not 1950s cabinetry. This is brand new with soft closed doors. And again, matching quartz countertops that are solid, just like in, the bathroom, which I love it when a seller makes smart choices like this. Now this sink, I'm pretty jealous of this sink. It is really, really wide. I have the old 2003 sink that's got the divider in it. I wish I didn't. Someday I'll remodel. I guess it just hasn't bothered me enough to remodel, but I don't like it. I love this one big sink because it's such a workable space. And the nice thing about what they've done with this kitchen is there's a lot of space to use to work. So when you're preparing food, serving food, look at all the countertop space we've got. This, I don't get to see this very often. It's a gas oven in one of these houses. So I don't know whether they've replaced and actually put a gas line in at one point, but I love this because it's very high end to have that gas stove and be able to cook like Emeril Lagasse. And then of course the kitchen, the stove, microwave. This is where the fridge goes. Now, this is my official measuring stick. When I go to measure like refrigerators, if I go like this, then they're normal size, okay? So in the 1950s, we had much shorter refrigerators. They were like this. And so I know if I put my crane hand up, well, that space is too small. This one's been redone. Like I said, all the cabinetry's been redone, and they thought, you know what? We don't want a small 1950s refrigerator. We want a regular size. So they made the perfect hole, and I love that. This, like I said, more countertop space and a dishwasher. Okay, we did not have a dishwasher in my house that we lived in. So my husband and I had to do dishes by hand. Not terrible if it's just the two of you. But if I had a kid to go along with that, definitely want the dishwasher. And then look at all the loads of cabinetry. There is pantries here, 2 pantries here, and pantry here. I mean, I really love how they redid this. Such smart choices. All right, let's go check out the basement. So this, where the pantry was in our house, this is actually a stairway down into the basement. Let's go check it out. Because you never know, basements can sometimes be creepy. This has all got fresh paint on the walls and on the steps here. Okay, first thing I notice, somebody has redone the electrical in this house. So this is a new electrical panel. It's up to date, up to code. Love that. I'm spying new plumbing. So this right here is going to be the kitchen sink and the dishwasher. This is clean. And yes, you can hear me echo. But it's not scary down here. And I got to tell you, I go into a lot of basements and they're kind of creepy sometimes. This one's very clean and very nice. I like. So probably, oh, there we go. Washer and dryer. I know it's a little dark down here because I don't know how to turn on the light over there. That would be a mystery I'd have to solve. But here's your washer and your dryer hookups. So this is where the basement is. So somewhere is that laundry chute. I'll have to look and see if I can't find it, but somewhere is that laundry chute for the basement laundry. And the big thing about laundry in the basement, as long as the basement's not creepy, it's great. It's when it's kind of creepy and you don't want to go down there that, But it looks like everything looks really nice. You see the furnace here and the water heater. This one is a nice big water heater. Apparently, someone likes to take showers. But you could use this space for anything. Like if you had small children, you could put them with their tricycles down here and just let them bike, no matter the season, which is kind of fun. I mean, this would be a great play area for the kids to play in. It would make a great TV room. Now, that's what I would do with this area, is I would probably put my big screen down here. I would put a big sectional sofa, rugs to make it more homey and more comfortable. But I would turn this into living space. So I would keep that upstairs living room and make it more of a formal guest living room. And this would be the spot where I would chill with either my close friends or family down here. Now I see a little nook over here, and I'm gonna check it out. I don't have like my phone with me to, hold on. Do I dare pull this? Okay, it didn't do anything. All right, thank you. Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay, look how, that's concrete right there. So this is a huge concrete wall. You can see, right? And then come, look. Look how deep this is. This could be your murder room if you'd like. Just that. But what I would probably do is if this were my house, I would put a safe door on this, an actual safe door with a combination and everything. And then I would keep my valuables, my guns, my whatevers in that room. And then it could also be a great place to put a cot and have a little storm shelter down here too for tornadoes. This is a dream. My husband would kill for a nook like this that he could put a safe door on and make this space into something where he could put all of his desirables in and keep them safe and sound. So I love that. Let's go back upstairs. I want to go check out the backyard too. Light and bright. I am digging this house. Okay, we're gonna go out through the front door just so I don't have to unlock this back door for ease. Now, if this was my house, there's no garage. So here's what I would do to combat that. I would probably install a carport on this. I would do a covered carport right here. That way I could just drive my car right up to this door, park, get out, pull all my groceries out underneath my covered carport and take them directly into the kitchen through this back door. That's what I would do. And I would probably fence it too. And that way, if you have a little puppy, little dog, you could just let it out that back door into this fenced in area. And that way this backyard is fenced. Because, oh, there's a bunny. Do you see the bunny? Oh, bunny foo-foo. Okay, so nostalgic. I love this. This is a clothesline hanger for drying your clothesline or clothes outside. There's typically a second one further down, and then you hang the clothesline on there and then hang everything to dry. I don't know if I'd want to get rid of this because I will tell you, at my house that we used to live in, I did put my clothes out to dry outside, and it was just such a treat. And of course, when I moved, I didn't do that anymore, and I haven't done it since, I don't know, 2001. And I kind of miss like the real stiff, your clothes get really, really stiff after being outside. This is a huge backyard, and the pluses are being, if you notice, this backyard, it slopes away from the house. So what does that mean to you as a buyer? That means poo-poo runs downhill. So when it rains, the rain comes and it washes away from your house and away from your foundation. That's my guess as to why that basement looks so good and is in such great condition, is it's not had the water intrusion that some houses get because that water is pooling right there around the foundation. So there's a huge bonus. Plus, this is a ginormous backyard. If you fence this in, you don't just have to have a puppy. You can have like a Great Dane in this yard. It's huge. Corner lot, perfection in Derby. So if you want more information about this house or any other house for sale in the entire Wichita metropolitan area, just DM me or give me a call. I'll put my details right below. Thanks for watching.